It's just so good. I can't tell the difference between these two items. I just can't. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lindsay Thurston, and in today's video, I'm going to share 7 high-end home decor dupes that will transform your home on a budget. Let's get into it. When you're designing an entire home, it is very hard to know what to spend and what to save your money on. If you're trying to achieve a specific design style, it's unlikely that you can go out and spend a fortune on every piece. High-end design is a special occasion splurge, or for many of us, a never occasion splurge, so it's always comforting to know that you can get the style you crave without spending too much coin. Let's get into it with my first pick. This beautiful vintage ceramic pot table lamp by Amber Interiors, or should I say Shoppe Amber Interiors, is absolutely stunning, and it's $1,200. Let's go back and take a look at why this costs so much. It's a unique vintage piece, so every single one of these lamps is actually handcrafted from a salvaged vintage pot that has a ton of natural patina, aging, character, color variation. You fork out $1,200 and you actually don't even know what your lamp specifically might look like. You have an idea of the color story. It's definitely going to be in that Amber Interior sort of textured natural tones, but otherwise you are in for a treat and a surprise when it arrives on your doorstep. Not all of us are, within the budget frame to spend $1,200 on one single table lamp, and a lot of you, I bet, probably won't even spend that much on your sofas. So let's think about other options. I take a look around all of my budget-friendly favorite shops, and I found a pretty good dupe on a budget. This one's from Wayfair. It's the Demita table lamp. It's also made of a similar sort of ceramic vessel. Because it's a mass-produced item, obviously it's not going to have that same vintage patina to it that you're going to get with a high-end piece like this one from Amber Interiors, but it is such a great dupe. Very similar texture, color, shape, style of shade. All in all, I think this is a pretty good find if you're looking for that Amber Interiors aesthetic, but maybe looking to save a little bit of money in the process. This dupe is $279.99, and although that is still quite costly for a table lamp, you can also DIY this lamp pretty easily. There's a ton of different YouTube videos to teach you how to use this sort of baking soda, dirt, paint technique. I've tried out a bunch in my garage and looking forward to maybe sharing some of those with you in a future video. But if this is still too high of a price tag, don't just decide that you can't have this style. You can. Try thrift shopping, antique shopping, Etsy, secondhand retailers like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Let Go, and maybe make something yourself using one of those great DIY videos. So lots of ideas to dupe this style. All right, let's move into the next pick. Everybody's talking about the curved furniture trend. It's been slowly coming back into style in the last couple of years, and I started really seeing this pop up around the end of like 2019. Now we're seeing it pop up in a lot of different design styles, and especially when we're mixing design styles, like a little bit of traditional, a little bit of modern. A piece like this beautiful curved sofa from CB2 can really make a huge statement in your space. And actually, when we were touring homes recently, I saw one of these sofas and I was stunned by how beautiful it looked in the space. Definitely think about this one if you're looking to embrace that curved furniture trend. Now, I know I'm saying the word trend. If you've seen some of my other trend videos, then you probably know that I like to learn about trends. I like to learn about interior design styles too. That doesn't mean I'm going to embrace every single one of them in my home. Oh no. I'm going to pick the ones that resonate with me, that speak to me, that fit in with our design aesthetic as it is. I'm just like flipping my hair everywhere while I'm talking. The curved furniture trend has quickly taken over in the last couple of years, and I'm starting to see this really interesting silhouette pop up in interior design all over. This beautiful sofa from CB2 caught my eye. It's $5,400, and this Sherpa sort of nubby fabric is really beautiful. Now, if you want to save a little bit of money and stay at CB2, they do have a fabric version that is $18.99, but with $2.99 for shipping fees, that puts you up to $2,200, and that doesn't even include sales tax. Now, if you really want to try this style, but really crank down the price, I suggest this insane dupe from Wayfair. Check it out. The Anya Curved Sofa is only $899. Free shipping has you all in for under $1,000. Look at these two. They look exactly the same. I can't tell the difference. It's crazy. So this is definitely a great way to buy in on this trend. Test it out at a lower price point. It's still a fair amount of money, around $1,000, but this way you can try it out, and then if you change your mind in a couple of years, it's easy to resell something like this on OfferUp. It's such a unique silhouette. A lot of people would be attracted to something like that and would be interested in taking a look. Our next dupe, this beautiful side table from Anthropologie. Now I'm really enjoying some of these modern, sort of interesting hourglass shapes in a lot of different solid structure accent tables. This one is solid wood, it's painted black, and it's got a very interesting, again, hourglass shape to it. I would love to use this next to my leather sofa. It would really add an interesting visual element. If you are interested in trying one of these hourglass shaped solid structure accent tables, but you don't really want to fork out $400 for it, I wouldn't blame you. Try this one from Wayfair. It's got a very similar shape, same color. Although it's a different fabrication, it's practically indestructible. This one's made out of a high density plastic. It's got stellar reviews, and it definitely gives you the look for a way cheaper price point. Now, if you really want to splurge on that $400 table, oh my gosh, go for it. It might take you a little bit longer to save, but if you truly love it, you might end up having it forever. Personally though, I like to save money on accent tables. I know I can get the look for cheaper. I can DIY something fairly easily if I want to. Thrift stores, antique stores have tons of options for a lot lower price points. You don't have to spend a fortune to get that Anthropologie look. This next piece is another incredible side table. It's the Layla Grayce Fossilized Clam Accent Table, and it has a beautiful metal base with gold finishing touches. It's got this incredible texture, a little bit of shine to it. It's a really unique piece, and it would really elevate any space. Huge price tag. This one retails for $1,377. I'm thinking we can probably find something similar for a lot less money. If you love a style like this in your traditional or modern space, maybe you want to move over to this one from Overstock. Overstock offers this silver orchid Henderson faux stone end table for $143.49, and it is a pretty great dupe for this table. From far off, you wouldn't even notice the differences. It's got that gold metal base that we've been talking about. It's got a little bit of a shine to it, a little bit of texture, a little bit of uniqueness, and it's definitely going to give you that same vibe for a way smaller price point. Let's get into our next piece, a lounge chair. I love mid-century modern furniture. I love that Japandi, Scandi vibe, and this chair fits right into that aesthetic. Design Within Reach offers the Nora lounge chair and ottoman for $3,395. This is a classic style. It's beautiful Danish design. It is timeless. It will never go out of style, but you don't have to spend over $3,000 to get this look. IKEA has a perfect dupe. You will love it. The Vedbo lounge chair retails for $299. It comes in this same dark gray color that's offered by Design Within Reach, and if I'm being honest, I'm hoping that they offer a beige version in the future. My preferred color from the Design Within Reach offering was the beige, and it's got this sort of interesting texture to it. But again, you could buy the IKEA version and you could reupholster it if that's something you're into doing. I love reupholstery. It's kind of a fun little side project. All right, it's time we bring out the big guns. Restoration hardware. I am obsessed with their area rugs. They have some of the most beautiful offerings on the market today, and this one is my personal favorite. The Restoration Hardware Moro hand-knotted rug. This is the 8x10 size. It retails for $3,068. This is a beautiful rug with almost sort of a sketchy motif and a traditional overall aesthetic, a beautiful warm tone. It is very, very expensive. This is the final sale clearance clearance price on this one, over $3,000, and I would love to save up for this, but if we're gonna save up and buy a home, I think that would be the priority over buying a hugely expensive rug. I wanna see if we can find a similar look on a budget. And did I find it? I think so. This was definitely one of the hardest ones on my list to try and find. Let's check out what I was able to source from Rugs USA. My first pick is the Rugs USA Light Brown Withering Medallion Fringe Area Rug. It comes in a beige and brown color, but I prefer the light brown. It's a little less warm, but it still has this sort of beautiful overall feeling of warmth that really gives me that amber interiors kind of vibe. It's not hand knotted, it's definitely synthetic materials, but that does mean that it's going to be more durable over time. If you've ever had a hand knotted wool rug, I have one currently. If you have dogs or kids, they can be a little bit precarious. You have to be very careful with them. You can't use a roller vacuum on them, which is a real pain. It's very hard to find vacuums that aren't roller vacuums, and then that can be an additional cost to maintain your rug. Although I love a hand knotted natural wool rug, it just doesn't always fit everyone's price point, and it certainly doesn't fit everyone's lifestyle. This rug is 7'6" by 9'10" and retails for only $177. It's an incredible steal. I'm certainly not going to pretend that it's going to have the level of quality that a Restoration Hardware rug has, but that's not the point. We're just trying to get the look so that you can maybe invest in a sofa, save a little bit on an area rug, and then you've got your whole room designed at a price point that you can actually afford. Although that last rug was a pretty good placeholder if you were hoping to maybe upgrade to the Restoration Hardware rug in the future, I found another one that's a little bit higher price point that I think has a little bit better quality level and a little bit better color story to match the warm tone vibe of the Restoration Hardware rug. The Rugs USA Beige Capital Medallion Area Rug is 9 by 12, such a beautiful warm tone. It is a little bit less contrast than the Restoration Hardware rug, but I really like the just different juxtapositions of the creams and ivories and tans and beiges. It's just got a warm overall vibe. This one retails for $402.90. That is definitely an achievable price point. I feel like that's a price point that you'd find at a Home Goods or an IKEA, and it definitely gives you the vibe of the Restoration Hardware rug without having to spend over $3,000. Now, if you think that it's only decor pieces and furniture pieces that cost a fortune, even storage pieces can break the bank from time to time, and you know designers, they love to get it crazy up in here. The Layla Grayce Alcoy basket, it actually comes in a set of 2, which is very nice. Actually retails for $1,450. Now, this basket is handmade. It has a steel base, and it is a tightly woven cord that they use to actually weave this thing together. It's definitely very high quality, beautiful, stunning shape and aesthetic, but this price, you guys, is ridiculous. It is clear we are not spending this much on a storage basket. So if you like this look, I've got a great one for you, and of course from one of our favorites, IKEA. The IKEA Herring basket retails for $24.99. It is such a great dupe. It's got those same clean lines, that same dark framing, and it's got some super cute contrasting handles. It's got a nice shape. You can toss blankets or pillows in there, add a little bit of style. And what I really love to do with these baskets too is like hide funky outlets or hide cords, or these can go a long way, not only to corral your soft goods, but also to maybe hide things that you want hidden, especially if you're living in a rental and you can't do all the things that you want in your home. We all get obsessed with designer decor items from time to time. Just because we fall in love with a designer piece doesn't mean we have to spend that kind of money to get that kind of look. And I hope today's video inspired you to search out some dupes for your favorites before rushing out to spend that money. I'm a big believer in buying quality items that are sustainable, that you'll have for the long term. But when it comes to these smaller trend pieces, you might want to try something out without breaking the bank. I hope you feel inspired to think differently about your home and start creating a home you love today. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you love it, subscribe for more home decor tips every Sunday. If you'd like even more tips on how to make your home look expensive on a budget, click that video right there. And if you would like to dig a little bit deeper into the new trends for 2021 home decor and interior design, click on that video down there, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, my friends.